Beneath the ancient stones of Rome lies a world that few living souls have ever witnessed. A vast, silent labyrinth stretching more than 53 miles under Vatican City. This is the Vatican Apostolic Archive, a place where time stands still, where the air is thick with dust, secrecy, and the weight of forgotten centuries. For 400 years, it has guarded the most influential manuscripts ever written: papal letters, royal correspondences, forbidden codices, and chronicles that shape the trajectory of nations. But among these countless shelves, there are whispers of something deeper, more guarded, more untouchable than anything openly acknowledged. Archivists, historians, and insiders have spoken in hushed tones of a sealed vault, a locked chamber, a forbidden collection, a set of 53 classified dossiers, documents so controversial that their mere existence is officially denied. Files rumored to contain knowledge capable of rewriting not only the history of the Church, but the history of the world itself. To understand the significance of these forbidden files, one must first understand the archive's origins. Established in 1612 by Pope Paul V, the archive was conceived not as a library, but as a fortress of knowledge, a repository for the Church's most sensitive documents. Over centuries, it expanded into a sprawling subterranean labyrinth. Each new pope inherited not only the keys, but the responsibility of guarding its secrets. Yet as the archive grew, so did the number of documents deemed too dangerous, too controversial, or too destabilizing for public eyes. These became part of what insiders called the Archivum Ultra, the Beyond Archives. Files removed from all public record, housed in a vault accessible to only the highest-ranking members of the Church. The first clues to these forbidden files appeared in 1894, when a Jesuit historian named Father Luigi Ferrari made reference to classified dossiers in a private letter. He described them as records withheld due to their potential for theological disorientation. Weeks later, his letter vanished, his notes were confiscated, and the Church quietly removed him from his research position. His reference remained unexplained. In 1947, another archivist, dismissed abruptly and under unclear circumstances, claimed he had seen a shelf marked F53. He described sealed boxes, unlisted manuscripts, and unusual warnings written in Latin. Months later, he died, and the Church never acknowledged his statements. In 1967, a restricted inventory page was accidentally exposed during a transfer of documents. Observers noted 53 isolated entries, each marked with a danger symbol and the chilling phrase, "Not for dissemination under any circumstances." The page disappeared days later. These scattered clues suggest something extraordinary, that hidden within the Vatican's depths is a parallel history, a history the public has never been allowed to see. Rumors surrounding the 53 forbidden files fall into three categories, each more extraordinary than the last. The first category is known as Class Omega, files relating to ancient civilizations with unexplained knowledge. According to whispers, these documents describe societies predating recorded history by thousands of years. Cultures with advanced astronomical charts mapping star systems unknown until modern telescopes. Civilizations with mathematical precision far beyond what their era should have allowed. And accounts of global contact long before navigation technology existed. One file allegedly details a kingdom older than Egypt, illuminated by a knowledge that, as the archivist wrote, did not originate on Earth. The second category is Class Seraphim, files involving non-human intelligences. These are the most controversial. Among them is said to be an unredacted version of the Book of Enoch, one that portrays angels not as divine messengers, but as beings existing beyond physical dimensions. Other documents contain letters from early church fathers, describing shimmering visitors descending from the sky, encounters with watchers who passed knowledge to humanity, and descriptions of portals, realms, and phenomena that modern science would scarcely be able to explain. One particularly disturbing file is rumored to contain detailed sketches of entities encountered by monks of the 4th century. The third category is class apostate, files documenting historical events that were deliberately altered, edited, or omitted from public record. These include lost gospels that contradict established doctrine, accounts of miracles the Church found too disturbing to endorse, records of political interventions masquerading as theological decisions, and internal correspondences revealing early disagreements over narratives that would later become core tenets of the faith. One document allegedly contains a suppressed prophecy foretelling a collapse of global belief systems. The most startling piece of evidence emerged in 1978 when an anonymous Vatican librarian reportedly leaked an internal classification memo. This memo listed all 53 forbidden files and ranked them by danger level: Omega, for knowledge that undermines historical chronology; Seraphim, for knowledge that challenges the nature of existence and humanity; Apostate, for knowledge that threatens institutional stability. One line stood out above the rest: Dossier 13 must remain sealed. The implications exceed theological structure. Dissemination would destabilize global order. If authentic, this memo implies that even the Church believes the public is unprepared for what lies inside these documents. After examining every rumor, leak, and testimony, a single theory begins to form. The 53 forbidden files may not be independent curiosities, but pieces of a larger, hidden narrative. A narrative suggesting that humanity's story is older, stranger, and more complex than we have been taught. A narrative involving ancient civilizations that possess technology or knowledge beyond explanation. A narrative involving contact between early human societies and non-human intelligences. A narrative of rituals, texts, and knowledge that early church authorities absorbed, concealed, or reinterpreted. A narrative that could fundamentally alter our understanding of where we came from and who we are. Perhaps these forbidden documents do not contradict history. Perhaps they reveal it. Today, the 53 forbidden Vatican files remain locked away in a chamber sealed by centuries of silence. Their contents may terrify the Church, challenge historians, or change humanity's destiny. And until the day they are finally revealed, the greatest secrets of our past will remain hidden in the darkness, waiting for the moment the world is ready to confront them. Subscribe if you want to uncover what history tried to erase.